Sacred beings, God arising, that divine and infinite source of all creation that is constantly present within me, recognizes and appreciates that same divinity that is forever present and constantly flowing within you. Namaste. So, sacred beings, how many thoughts do you think you own? How many thoughts do you think you own? The average human, or all humans, have at least 60,000 thoughts in a day. And the majority of them, they aren't your own. They are someone else's. When a thought or an expression is brought into the lowest form of your awareness, you begin to process and analyze and respond to it consciously or subconsciously. You begin to think about it. So think about that. As I am saying these words, this is my thought that I am bringing into your awareness. And now you're thinking about this, and it is not your own thought, it is someone else's. And these words, they weren't my own thoughts. This was brought into my awareness. And now you're thinking about how this thought was brought into my own awareness. That is your own thought, but is it your own? Because I just brought it into your awareness that initial thought was not my own. So it is impossible to police every single last one of those at the least 60,000 thoughts a day. It is impossible, and it's very draining if you try to, and it's something I do not recommend because it prevents you from operating freely and it makes you a prisoner to yourself. Now, although we cannot police every single last one of our thoughts, we can police and be more mindful of those thoughts that we have on a consistent basis and the ones that we release into the universe to manifest. We have to come to the realization that the universe is not good and it's not bad. It doesn't follow the rules of dualistic thinking. The universe doesn't attach those labels that we use to describe it into its existence. It simply is and will be the universe. State of mind is everything, and perception is law. What you put into the world, expect to receive that back, tenfold even. So after the very sudden and very tragic death of Kobe Bryant, the thing that I constantly kept seeing, of course, over social media was that this year is canceled. This is a terrible start to the year. This is the worst year ever. All I have to say is, sacred beings, keep expressing that energy if you want to. Please, keep expressing it. Please give it power to manifest, because it will manifest. And the reason why is because you expressed it. Life is good. Life is beautiful. And how you respond to those downs can either make you more grateful for those ups, or it can make you more anxious for those ups because it seems to be bittersweet. And you know that that down or that low is right around the corner, just lurking. I was at a spiritual center, and a very powerful and profound spiritual leader and minister gave a beautiful analogy about the power of manifestation. I'm going to use her words in a way. I'm going to try to. It's not verbatim, but I'm not going to use her example. She basically said, when we were born, that divine source gave us the ability, very powerful ability, to think and make us aware of ourselves and our existence. And with this consciousness, it came this big guy. We were given a big guy. Now what this big guy does is they make a note of everything that we express into the universe. keeps track of all of our thoughts so we don't have to. But it especially makes notes on the things that we think about on a consistent basis and the things that we express and speak into the power of the law. Along with this big guy or big girl, the divine source gave it millions and millions of little workers that adhere and follow the big guy or big girl's orders. And the main and only job of these millions of workers is to retrieve things at the speed of light. So listen, sacred beings, when you say things like, this year is going terrible, or the statement, I will never, or I can't, all the big guy does is make a note of it. Then he tells the workers, hey guys, they said this year is going to be terrible, or this year is going terrible. They said that they will never be successful. Hey guys, they said they won't ever be happy. Or hey guys, they said they will never find that happiness within, or they will never find love. They said this is a bad year. And what do those millions and millions of followers do with that information? Well, they do their job. They go faster than the speed of light across this vast universe and bring things, they retrieve things to affirm and validate that expression. This is a bad year. You got it, boss. They said they will never be happy. You got it, boss. So let's flip the script on that. They said they will find happiness within. You got it, boss. They said that this year is going to be a great year filled with laughter, filled with love, filled with money and balance and abundance of all things wonderful. What do you say to that, my amazing little followers? You got it, boss. See, sacred beings, there is no order too great for the universe, because nothing is greater than the universe except that divine source that is constantly present within us. I'll say that again. There is no order too great for the universe, because nothing is greater than the universe except that divine source that is constantly present within us, each and every one of us. You are the universe, and the universe is everything. Once you realize this, you begin to realize that the things that you speak into existence only reflects back on you, tenfold even. So be mindful of the things that you release into the world. Remember that just because these downs occur doesn't mean you have to begin to express that same negative energy. Simply process it and respond to it. You know, life is good. No matter what, life is beautiful. I am happy, I am alive, and I am grateful. There is a reason why it takes more bones to frown than it does to smile. Think about that. And think of this in relationship to your mind and the universe. Speak and you shall receive. And so it is. So sacred beings, that divine and infinite source of all creation, all abundance, that is constantly present within me, recognizes and appreciates that same divinity that is forever present and constantly flowing within you. Namaste.